During an experiment that me and Braille are doing, there looks like there's an apparition in the next room. So let's check that out. So here is a photo of Braille taking some photos during the experiment that we were working on. And back here where the arrow is, you could see what looks like maybe an apparition. It kind of looks like a head, and maybe you could see the arms coming down. This is like the torso, the upper half of a body. So we decided to zoom it in a little bit, which is what you can see here, and it looks even more like an apparition. You kind of see the hands at the end and the face. You can't really see any detail at all. It's a very fuzzy picture, but still it kind of looks like something. So bring it in more. Okay, this one here, it starts to pixelate pretty good, but it really does look like hands and arms with a torso and the face. I got it outlined here, so you can see what I'm seeing a little bit better. And so this is what we found when we were looking through the photos. So debunking evidence is very important all the time. And although this really looks like an apparition, there's just something not quite right about it. Let's explore that. So whenever I think that I have captured something paranormal, I always go back to try to see if it really is paranormal or not, especially an apparition, because they're extremely rare to get. Even with all the experiments that I do, it's still really hard to get them. So once again, I went back and said, well, let me see what I can find. And it was a really easy find. I walked into that room where the apparition was captured and walked right over to the fireplace, which is where it looked like it was. And I'm like, oh my. And I laughed because it was pretty funny. I took a picture of it, even though in the daylight, I took it the next day. So in the daylight, it looks different. But that's what it was for sure. And I'm going to show you this now. So as you can see on the fireplace here where the arrow is, there's a basketball. Behind it, there's a spray bottle. And this is what the apparition was. The white hands that you saw were actually the spaces between the television, because there's a space underneath, and the fireplace. So here's a closer up picture. You can see the spray bottle right behind it. You know, nighttime with the way the lighting was and the angle, and it just looked like an apparition. And that's how easy it can be to mistake something that is totally xenonormal, which is a technical term for not paranormal, into something that is paranormal. So it definitely was pretty funny, and it's definitely not paranormal. It was not an apparition. It was just simply something that looked paranormal at the time. And this can happen on a lot of paranormal investigations, or just any kind of photo or image that you could take. You just have to go back and look to see if it's paranormal or if it is something that looks paranormal, but it is really not, making it xenonormal. So there you have it. Next time you get any kind of paranormal evidence, make sure to try to debunk it before labeling it paranormal. And remember that apparitions and things like that are really, really rare to get. So definitely double check, triple check first. This is Char with Elite Paranormal Specialists. Have a good day.